100 years ago, my grandfather's father fought in a trench thick with mud, while his mother prayed for safe returns. Just 1 year older than me, he counted more frequently gunfire than I do algebra. Caught up in a schoolboy's game, except this time the pain is real and most will not play again. 100 years ago, boys flocked to enlist like children to an ice cream van. From boy to man, hands slip from mother's arm and arm with gun they fall. With little understanding of how it begun or when it would end. By Christmas, they said. 2015 descends slowly. We're in an age of technology, democracy, expression, correction. We're in an age of terror, of division, of political oppression, religious segregation, creating aggression. We fill young heads with hate through games that teach target practice instead of justice. Not to be a pessimist, we have suffered worse times than this. 100 years ago. Since then, 2 wars have fought and won, but loss was always number 1. We don't need a third to understand the destruction it creates. We want to see our generation lead and breed and create our own world, our own change. But to do that, we need to understand the future is all open land, and all we know of what's to come is what we've already done. Decisions made, lives lost. And continue our centenary celebration, one voice as a nation for the next generation. And if the world is changing, so screens are the new books. Let's flood those screens with knowledge to remember those who died and survived and sculpted our nation, from Lloyd George to Churchill to you. Because you have a decision, and therefore on mission, do you choose to learn or turn your backs on your fathers who taught us through wrong decisions that peace is best? Because no matter your ethnicity, this war is our history that affects us globally. But remember your family, and not just your ancestry, the ones who come after you. This is their war too. 100 years ago, then the young were the young. It felt as their duty to pick up a gun. Today, we have choices and voices. Decide to remember. Make those who died more than a number. More than a mortality statistic. They all have stories. Let's hear it. Use your voice. Tell their story.